People deluded. Arsenal won, Liverpool won, and it's a terrific result. I mean, at the end of the day, it's only a point, and there is a case to answer for having Arsenal need to win these games. Liverpool as well, to a degree, because I think they're right in games against the top opposition. But away from just the fact that we got a point and all of these other things, I can't speak for everybody, and you guys know that watch me on a regular basis. I keep it fair. I'm proud of the lads today, purely because pre-game I asked them to remain disciplined in terms of positioning, be brave in possession when you can be, fight for yourselves, let alone the shirt and everybody else and all the other things they need to fight for. Be tenacious. Just lose. If you're gonna lose, obviously I want to win and things, people. But if you're gonna lose to just a team that was better in it. If you can't, obviously you can always look at poke holes at where you could have done better. But I wanted it to be a thing where if we lost to Liverpool, it was a moment of brilliance, or they were the better team, not because we were doing silliness or whatever, which to be fair we haven't done since the season started, even in our defeats against Liverpool and how can we lose against Liverpool? Chelsea and City, sorry people. We could have done better, but you get the point. We've been kind of improving. So yeah, man. Rob Holding, I got to big him up, man. I got to big him up. It's important to take your chance when it comes. In the same way Maitland-Niles for a few seasons had to be patient. Once he got his chance, he took it. Now he's in the first team. Rob Holding's got to be the same. He's been here for a couple of years now. He's not played that much career football historically. If you look at his stats, he went on loan to Bury. I think he can't have played more than a handful of times off the top of my head for Bolton. And Arsenal's where he's made his most appearances. I can check how many games he's actually played for the club. 53 in total, and at 23 years of age, he's not the most experienced. I'd like to, if I had time, I'll go and see which ones were in Premier League, people. I think he made 12 appearances in the Premier League last season. He's made 5 already this year. He's had to be patient because he hasn't been starting since the start of the season. Obviously, I've called for him to start because I love the guy and you've seen the vids to prove it, but I'm not, at the end of the day, I don't have the knowledge that Unai Emery and people involved do. I'm not training and looking at Holding in training, so whether he might have been showing something now that he wasn't previously showing, or they wanted to see a bit more or improve in a certain aspect, I don't know. I've just wanted the man to start, and now that his chance has come, he's taken it. I mean, it's been a great run of fixtures. I mean, he played in the last Europa League game that went. I'm so sure he played against Palace as well. He's obviously playing a big game against Liverpool. He's 23. It's not now or never to be the finished article, but he needs to play football to develop. He's been alright this year. For me, today again we'll get on to Liverpool, but Liverpool he played quality today. For me, the biggest problems have been inexperience. At times he doesn't behave like a street smart defender in the sense that he makes good tackles and he's composed on the ball. But when you're playing against crafty strikers that do the more unethical parts of the game, he doesn't at times recognise that. Big him up and our former centre half in Mertesacker for doing that in the final, but historically, people. And this season he's been doing that for me more so today. Ironically, against Palace, he's normally very good on the ball. I think he had a composing game defensively. Not without fault. I'm not saying the man's perfect. But today, again, him and Mustafi, big up, get credit where credit's due, people. I mean, Mustafi was terrible against Palace and he's been okay / underwhelming this season. His form's been fluctuating a bit. But credit where due. It's a new week and he's done alright today. If he plays poor next week, we'll analyse that fairly. But today, he was a better player. Mustafi and Holding, they were equal to everything in the air. They were getting knocks on the ball. They were solid defensively in almost all aspects. Obviously, we've conceded, and if we were to watch the goal again and again and again, there's things they could have done better. But I think they done all right today. And back to Holding. Mustafi, credit where credit's due, but I think Holding is going to be a very good centre-half. I'm not here to say man's going to be top class and better than this guy and this and that and the third of it. But when I look at Stones of City, I look at Joe Gomez, who played alright today and has been all season. I look at Holding now. Obviously, I want to see him get into the England squad and things like that. Southgate's managed him at England under 21 level. Forgive me if I'm wrong. So he damn well knows who he is. I don't know if Southgate was at the Emirates. I can't confirm that, but you'd like to think he's on the radar of everybody. And judging by some of the centre halves that have been called up to the squad, whether they've been capped or not, I'd like to think if Holding continues like this, he will get a call up for England, man. I need him to get a call up. He played very well today against Liverpool, like I said. He's been quite good, man. And yeah, the next step for him is just to get in the England squad and just nail down that spot. I mean, he's been, even against Watford, he played very good as well, if I remember correctly. He's been on the toes, he's worked his way up, he became somewhat, he was for the last couple of weeks before he got into the squad, he was third choice, you'd probably say, people. You've got Socrates, if he was fit, probably would have started today with Holding, but prior to that, Socrates and Mustafi, and then he's the next choice. And if you're looking at Holding's fighting with Mavropanos to get game time and things like that, because we've actually got a ridiculous amount of centre halves at this club, ironically, some on loan. Koscielny, whether Koscielny's going to be used under an Emery remains to be seen. So Holding has to show that he can be used and fight, or you might find yourself on loan and might not come back, or just starve the first team football, begging on the one Europa League and FA Cup when it comes around, no disrespect, and the League Cup when they come around. Today he was quality, man, and for someone that's 23 years of age, coming into his own, he looks physically sharper this season, he looks stronger, he's got a long way to go. He will have bad games like he has done already, but when he's had good games, he's had good games, and that's the life of a footballer. We just need him to continue in this, man. And I know today again, because in fact, Holding and Mustafi will get their plaudits, but obviously Lacazette didn't have the best games, but at the end of the day, he scored. Xhaka was played quite well today, and as did Lucas Torreira. So the plaudits will probably go to them, maybe even a Woe because he got come off the bench and grabbed an assist. And Holding might go under the radar, as he has done a couple of times. So yeah, I think he put in a solid performance today, and if he can continue this, I'd love to see him in the England squad, man. Surely Southgate has got to have been watching that, people. But for now, people, guys, DG, I'm out, man. If you wish, comment, subscribe, and the rest of it. I'm out.